Shamia, and today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But before we get into it, y'all already know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and come on over here and kick it with your girl. So, y'all, we just going to talk about the episode. It's not going to be like a full, in-depth recap. I got a lot going on today. Like I told y'all, I haven't felt well. I'm feeling better, but now my baby is sick, and so I have to tend to him. So I'm going to just kind of, just do it a little quick, just talk about it, give my opinion on it, and we going to go. So, y'all, Mr. President Aiden, Phaedra's first son, is driving, and I believe he's 15, and he is just half grown up, and he's driving now. Phaedra did say he's been driving since he was 12. Y'all know if it ain't Phaedra, she don't throw no little shade in there. She threw shade at Apollo because she said Aiden is his designated driver, and that basically he's a drunk. I'm like, now Phaedra, you did not have to tell all that men business. They played back the scene of her lying, acting like she didn't know when she was due, child. That's how we met Phaedra on her line about that due date. She ain't want people to know that she was hunting before marriage, child. Kelli, Porsha, and K. Michelle sit down to, I think they at some place called a Dirty Tea, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the name of it. Anyways, child, they out having tea with a little whiskey in it and talking. K. Michelle let them know what she got going on, and Porsha basically talked to Kelli. She tell Kelli that she feel like they could be cool, but ever since Kelli started hanging with Shamia, it's been an issue. Which I think a lot of people see that Kelli just wants some type of clout off of Porsha. She's been coming at Porsha since she stepped on the show. The first episode, she came at Porsha. However, Porsha said that Kelli can't talk because Kelli sleep with a married man. And this is what I got to say about this, y'all. Now, Porsha telling the story, I was like, now, Porsha, you know you my girl. You know you my girl. But I don't know how much I believe about the story. I don't know. But I will say Kelli may not be innocent. I don't know. Allegedly. But I was just like, okay, Porsha, if you don't got concrete receipts, then it's going to make you look like the liar. So I can't say if Porsha telling the truth or not. But what I will say is that I do feel like Kelli do have a something against Porsha. Maybe she wanted to be Porsha's friend, and since she got Shamia now, she's willing to do all Shamia's dirty work. I don't know, child, but I feel like Kelli is kind of low-key jealous of Porsha. Also, with her talking about Dennis, I'm like, now, Dennis might not be the finest thing, but Kelli, we not gonna act like your ex-husband is fine. Like, child, let's call a spade a spade. At least Dennis out here getting the bag and getting the coin. And then I feel like Kelli too. Did y'all see on the internet where Dennis asked was that the restaurant that closed, the one that she did the grand opening for on this show, it ended up closing. And so I guess Kelli wanted to clear. She called herself saying something to Dennis. And no, she was like, I see why your woman is with, why Porsha is turned to women, Demisha. But I'm like, Kelli, that ain't the flex that you thought it was. I feel like Kelli might just feel away because all Porsha men be supporting her child. And I was like, K. Michelle, I'm looking from side to side, now what? Even though K. Michelle was trying to act like she ain't never been in a setting like that. Like, now, come on, K. Maybe you above this now, but we ain't gonna try to act like you don't know how this go. I do feel like I said, I do feel like it's some jealousy towards Porsha from Kelli. I do feel like with her being friends with Shamia now, it's like added to that. I do feel like they had an alliance last season, and her Kelli's person was Porsha, and it just won't work. Like, Porsha just won't give her the time of day, and it just keep falling flat. Now, like I said, y'all know Porsha my girl, but I try not to be biased or anything. Porsha was dead ass wrong for this if you ain't gonna come with no concrete evidence, because y'all, you know how the people gonna come for you. But yeah, I do feel like Kelli just be feeling the way about Porsha. That's like whatever. But I'm not mad at Porsha for coming at Kelli because Kelli has been coming at Porsha. So I'm not mad at that. Like, but if you gonna come, Porsha, make sure you come with the truth. Like I said, we don't know. Maybe we'll find out it is true. If it ain't true, who knows? Kelli talk about her husband doing an interview with Tasha K. And I am never on the men's side when they on that bullshit. Let's be clear. But, and going to Tasha K out of all damn people, like, come on now. But Kelli, we gonna call it spades. You talked about this man all last season. You think it's funny that everything that's going on with Simon and stuff. So I'm just saying, not to bring Porsha in this, but I'm just saying, and the thing is with that is, like, I sympathize with Kelli. Like, no woman should have to go through what she went through if it's all true. But at the same time, we only heard Kelli's part. You know what I'm saying? So it's wrong either way on both parts. Like, you came on here and you bashed him, so he did it back to you. Do it make it right? No. But you can't put it out there and then be mad when the next person do it. That's all I'm saying. And I get that you're on this show, and I'm not siding with Chuvalo or whatever the hell his name is. I'm not siding with him. But it's just one of them things, like, you talked about your husband on a very public platform. And when I say very public, as in you're on TV. That's way more public than what social media, than Tasha K. You get what I'm saying? He went on Tasha K. Not everybody watched Tasha K. Not everybody's checking for the blogs and stuff. But that don't make it right. But it's just like, Kelli, you did the same thing, baby. Kelli do talk about her finances, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why she low-key have issues with Porsha besides Shamia. And I don't want to make this a Porsha show because I feel like everything is redundant. I feel like this is all the stuff that we seen last season. The jokes about Simon. Simon this, Simon that. They are divorced. She stole that lady husband. Baby Fallon was with the pool boy that she didn't since married and had 2 kids with, that was working for Simon. Fallon wasn't good. Like, she wasn't clean either. So it's just like one of those situations where it's like, it is what it is. It happened and we move on. I feel like everybody be saying, well, Porsha don't have a real storyline, but everybody's storyline be about Porsha. Like, and I do appreciate the Kelli, speaking about her debt though and being real about it and saying what it is. And I do feel like that's why there's a hint of jealousy amongst Porsha, because they feel like she's a hoe, or she do this and she do that, she's loose or whatever, and she doesn't deserve, and they think that she's dumb. And so to see her not be with Simon for years on top of years, and she actually came on top out in her divorce, whereas Kelli, you ain't getting nothing from your divorce for real, but added debt. You know what I'm saying? Now he's suing you for $400K. And I can see why you will feel a certain type of way. Because, but I just feel like, and now that you're doing Shamia's dirty work, it's not a good look for you. And I'm just like, you and all this debt and stuff, and Shamia's supposed to have it so bad. Help your homegirl, Shamia. She out here making a fool of herself for you. So, do y'all feel like Shamia is trying to cause the situation between Angela and Drew? She trying to make it feel like the situation that happened with her and Porsha. I get what she trying to do, and I feel like she want that get back, but I feel like it's not landing because Shamia, you and Porsha was actually real friends. You get what I'm saying? And y'all were friends for years, and you had deep issues with Porsha, but when you would see Porsha, you would act like it wasn't an issue. And then you would tell everybody else about the issue. Then when everybody else get in front of, when y'all get in front of the group together, you defend and go hard for Porsha. And it's like, we best friends. And then as soon as you not around her, you talking about her again. I think that was the issue that everybody's looking at. And I think now Shamia is trying to, make everybody see that that's the issue with with Drew and Angela, but it's not landing because Angela and Drew didn't have the relationship that y'all had. Angela and Drew understand that this is a show, and they were just getting to know each other. They didn't have no ties to each other. It's like, we're cool. We're getting to know each other. At this time, we're associates. We're not friends for real. We're not best friends. So you trying to throw salt in the game really don't hurt, because they didn't have what you and Porsha had, if that makes sense. And the shit that I don't be respecting about Kelli and Shamia, it's just how when Kelli was explaining the situation that happened with her and Porsha, and then she gonna say Porsha, and Shamia and Angela didn't even believe that she said it. They were like, you said that, and she was like, well, no, maybe I didn't say that, but I'm saying it now. And that's the problem. It's like, Kelli, you don't have no bark until you have somebody, her or Shamia. They don't have balls until they have somebody with them, right? And then not only that, she's talking about, she's still bringing up the situation with Simon. It happened. It's over with. She got the man. She married the man. She divorced the man. Like I just said earlier, Fallon got the pool guy that was working for Simon. She married the man. Got pregnant by the man ×2. Still with the man. Why are we still talking about this? It's like, it is what it is. It happened. Okay. Like, and Shamia is like, well, you gave her a hug. I wouldn't have gave her a hug. She probably had to do that to de-escalate the situation. And it's like, this is all the fake shit that I'll be talking about. You don't like Porsha. Now one of y'all like Porsha for real. But the sad part is, though, if Porsha wanted to really still be Shamia's friend, Shamia would say, fuck Kelli for Porsha in her face, and then try to be a friend behind her back. Not only that, if Porsha really was cool with Kelli and wanted to be cool with Kelli, Kelli will be a friend too. I just feel like it is what it is. Like, we are not like, why are we still talking about Simon and Porsha? Porsha and Simon. Porsha got the house. It's her house now. Like, I do not want this whole season to be about Porsha. Porsha. She even trying to be like Kenya. Porsha. With that. It's like, y'all so mad because Porsha doing her. And the reason why, like I say, Porsha is cool. I am an advocate for people who live in their truth. She did what she did. It is what it is. I'm not saying she right. I'm not saying I agree with it. What I am saying is, though, it happened. It's done. It's over with. Is y'all life gonna be based on, is y'all time on the show gonna be based on Porsha? And it's like, Shamia, I guess because your husband don't want to film or nothing, you really don't have a storyline. So y'all storyline is gonna be Porsha. Like, baby, I'm tired. So they go to Drew's event, and Porsha then introduced us to Sway Child. And Porsha talking about, you can just call me Christopher Columbus. Porsha, please. Because his ass didn't know where the hell he was going either, Porsha. We know. We know you just be out here doing stuff, girl, whatever. Angela and what's her name? Phaedra, they kind of make up or whatever. Angela says she should have asked Phaedra first. Phaedra is still denying it. At the end of the day, we don't know who the hell done it. I feel like if you watched me last season, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. I thought the men just wanted their little 15 minutes of fame, and Angela was willing to give it to them. I like Angela. Angela is cool, but y'all gotta know Angela be having tricks up her sleeve too, and she ain't all clean either. Y'all see she is the bone collector now. So that's why I be saying, this is why I be like, y'all don't get too attached to these people, because at the end of the day, this is still a job for them. They all have to play their roles and do their part to get their coin. And I feel like some of y'all be too deep in, and y'all don't realize that this is a TV show, and that they got to do stuff for our entertainment and to keep us tuned in. And Phaedra tripped me out talking about Porsha date whoever, as long as they got the capital and got the money for the pussy. Which we know, like, I don't know why everybody is making it such a big deal about Porsha and Sway. Porsha did say this is the first woman that she's openly dated, which we haven't seen her like be with a woman like outside and stuff. But if you've been watching the show, you know that Porsha been dipping her toes in the lady pond. Like, and this is why I don't understand why people are so shocked. I'm not shocked. I'm like, did y'all not see what happened with her and Kendi? Did y'all not see the other episodes? Or y'all new watchers? Because I thought we all knew this. Like, and did y'all catch Drew though? Drew said that Porsha was living her life. And I told y'all Drew be lying. Drew is so pretty. And I like Drew. But Drew be doing shit and Drew be lying. Because Drew swear up and down that there was a lie too about her messing with Ty or talking to Ty like that. That they were just friends. But she said that Porsha living her life. I just think Drew don't want to come out because her mother is a pastor. And y'all know how they go. But I feel like they all be going which way that way. At the end of the day, am I surprised? No. Do I really care? No. It's her life. She got to live it. Who am I to judge? Live your life how you want to, baby. That's how I feel about it. So Angela then went back and told Porsha that Kelli called her Porsha. So Porsha is like, she's not going to Kelly's grand opening. And they like, you don't want no waffles. She talking about, I ain't eating waffles right now. I'm not eating carbs. And like I said, this is a part of the game. Like, Angela just doing her job. Hey, she say she got to keep her spot. The shit with Phaedra didn't work. She got to find another way. So they doing what they do. And y'all, I actually enjoyed the scene with Kelli, Drew, Phaedra, and Porsha. That was actually a pretty good scene. And I enjoyed that. Like, I was like, okay. So Shamia and Kelli, child, y'all better buckle up. Y'all might get diced like they did Angel and Kiana over on Potomac, child. If y'all don't come with nothing for real. Porsha did not go to Kelly event. Of course, Kelly feels a certain type of way. Porsha sent her flowers. Kelly is talking about she not here. She should have came to spend some money. Kelly, nobody wants to spend money with your fake ass if you gonna always be talking about somebody. It be like the nerve of people. You want me to come in here and spend a coin, but you got everything to say about me. Like, be for real. And like I said, Porsha just playing the game. She know how this works. She's doing her job, and that's just the name of the game. Shamia talked to Drew. Shamia actually looked pretty good. I like that outfit, that green outfit that she had on. She talked to Drew because Drew didn't invite her to the movie premiere. Then Shamia mama want to come in and speak. And I'm over that. Like, y'all did enough on YouTube. Child, Mama Morton, you know, support your daughter. But all that extra, all that trying to pray and all, and there's nothing wrong with prayer. Let me just say it for that. I don't want y'all to take that the wrong way because I am a believer. Like, let me just say that. But I just feel like you be doing all this extra stuff when it comes to Shamia, but do you address the stuff that Shamia do? Like, let's be clear. Y'all, you talking about the enemy and the enemy this and the enemy that when your daughter be the head honcho of a lot of this stuff. Shamia is a person that do shit and try to hide her hand. Like, and that's just that. So, K. Michelle is supposed to be giving the honors for Reese Palmer. Well, she did give the honors for Reese Palmer. But in the midst of that, she found out that, you know, after that, she has to go to the hospital because she has an infection. I don't know if y'all watched Botched. I think, was it Botched that she was on? She was on some show, I remember, because I watched it, but I can't think of the name of the show that it was, about her getting her butt reduced. We know she had illegal butt shots, and she had to get it removed. And she did say that, you know, before it was time for her to go on stage, that she was sitting down, and when she got up, the whole couch was soaking wet, and she couldn't feel it. She didn't know, I guess, that she urinated on herself, and she found out it's an open wound and that it's basically infected. So I feel like I love this scene, not for what it is, because I don't want to see anybody go through that, but I feel like so many women need to hear this and need to see it, especially the younger women. She talked about how she had already had a shape before she got the shot, but she wanted a bigger butt. And of course, she probably did it for vanity reasons, trying to come up in the game. Y'all know how they go, how they, how they be on women's neck to look a certain type of way and to get surgery and to do this and to do that so you can be more desirable. And now that's what she's paying that cost from it, unfortunately. And I said that she urinated on herself. I don't know if it was actually urine. It could have just been from the incision, coming open. It could have been like the fluid from that. But I did agree with her friend, Kelli. I don't know who she was to her, but I did agree that, give yourself some grace, because we all done stuff, like I said before, that you may not be necessarily proud of. That's just life. You live and you learn. And just unfortunately, what she done is just now causing her issues with her health and stuff. So hopefully, well, she will be okay. But it's just one of those things that I think that all young ladies, and well, not even just ladies, anybody who's looking to have some type of surgery, do your research. I can't stress that enough. That's kind of like what I said yesterday with Selena from Bell Collective getting her teeth done over in Colombia and not knowing that she needed to let these people know that she had high blood pressure. Do your research. Like, even people getting their teeth done and going to people that are doing their teeth in back alleys and stuff, like, that are not doctors and stuff. Just do your research and know everything about what you're getting yourself into, because it's so easy to see other people results and to see how they look and to think they look good and to want to look like that, and you not know what's going on the back end. So that's why I do like that K. Michelle is speaking out about this. I know a lot of women are getting the BBLs, even though K. Michelle had illegal injections. Still, just do your research, and like, if you want surgery, that's your business. Nothing wrong with it if you want to do it. But if you're gonna do it safely and do it with somebody who know what they're doing. That's it. That's all. That was basically the it for the Atlanta Housewives. It was cool. It was a pretty decent episode. And yeah, I'm just to go tend to my baby. So y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.